Hey Stampin' friends, welcome to the Joy of Stamp with Rachel. I'm Rachel Kuhn, and today I'm showing you how to make 3 cards using the Festive and Fun part of my Christmas card club for the month of October. So this is the fun stamp set we'll be using in our video today. I'm using all 3 of our main images and all of our main greetings, and if you want we can use some of these bonus 2 stamps on our envelopes as well. Let me go ahead and show you the cards. So the cards all have the very same layout and measurements, and you'll find that in your PDF, where we just use the scallop contour dies to die cut out our basic white. And then for our 2, those are the same size. Our little cute moose friend, he's a little smaller, so he gets a smaller space for him, but basically the same idea. The big difference is that one gets turned for our rhino here, so our DSP is going horizontal and this DSP is going vertical. In your kit you will have all of the matching paper to go with which card is going to be made. So let me go ahead and set these aside real quick, and what we're going to do is do all of our stamping first, and then I'll show you how to use the stamping blends. So we want to grab out those basic white pieces. In your kit you will be getting 12 of these, so 4 of each. So my tip to you is to mass produce and stamp them all at the same time. We're going to be using our Memento ink since we're using our stamping blends. If you're using your watercolor pencils, change it to StazOn ink instead, and that will make it so that way you can color and get it wet. Okay. So this is a pretty big image. We're going to start with our rhino here. My tip to you is take your Memento ink and have it go to your rhino instead of having the block go to the ink. This helps make sure you have it fully covered, and it's just easier to hold. Then this guy we're going to put right here. Get him kind of close to the top. We're going to leave some space to stamp his greeting, and press down and lift up. Cute, cute. Next we'll do our cute little moose. And for this one, you want to give space above. So we're going to have him go low, low, low on his basic white here. Again, but he's smaller, so he fits on our block. So what I'll do then is take the ink pad, and I'll have it just to stamp it directly to it versus instead of the ink going to the block. All right, go ahead and line them up, press them down, and release. Cute, cute. And the last one is our cute giraffe. Again, this one's a bigger one, a big image. Take your block to the giraffe and the Christmas tree, go over it just a handful of times. Make sure it's nice and good. Make sure your Memento ink's been either recently re-inked or is a fresh Memento ink. You want to make sure that these images are coming up nice and dark. And this one we want to leave space on the top left side, so make sure this giraffe is grounded. And have him close to his far right. Nice. All right. While we're here, let me grab an envelope, kind of just show you the idea behind that. So here's our envelope as well. Since we have our Memento ink out, we could add our cute little beaver with a candy cane and put him on that bottom left part. We could even add our cute little bird friend. So we have someone that he's giving that cute candy cane to. However you want to do it. If you color that, be sure to place a piece of cardstock inside. So you can just grab a scrap and slide that in so it's behind it, because these alcohol-based markers will bleed through, and we don't want it bleeding through the other side of the envelope there. I will not color those guys in. I'll let you get creative and do whatever colors you want with those. Let me go ahead and show you our cute little animals here though. All right, this is going to take the longest, but it's very fun. Watch a movie. All these colors will be written out for you so you know which ones to use based on what you have as well. You don't have to use exactly what I'm using. These are just my suggestions, of course. So we're going to be using first the gray granite for our rhino. And I like to use the light gray granite for him. Let's get these guys out and let's focus on him. Slide them over, and we'll have this one right next to it as a reference. All right, go ahead and open up your gray granite light, and we're gonna go along our cute little rhino here. I'm using the brush tip, but you can use either side. He's fairly large, so I can get away with it. However, I did use just the nub side or the smaller side when I did his ears. So I'll go back to that in just a second because I want to leave a little bit of white space there. Blend that through, avoid coloring his eye. Come back down, get his little arm here. Keep those skates white. It's getting a little bit tricky with the scarf, so maybe I will switch over to the nub, but no, we're doing pretty good. I like the brush side because it's definitely a lot faster coloring. Gets more coverage. But the smaller images, it's just definitely easier with the nub side. Okay, flip that over. Now we're gonna use just the nub. Let's get his ears on the top of him. Leave that white space, and then also his cute little tail. Okay, next we'll do the sled because we're sticking with the gray granite color family. Nub side only. Grab that, color this in. Like so. You can go over the metal part on the bottom as well. And it is okay if it's not perfect. People will know that it's handmade if you go ahead and have a little flaws. And you know, I just realized I forgot was to stamp his greeting underneath them. So I'm grabbing the Poppy Parade and we'll stamp his Happy Christmas wishes for this guy. Ink it up nicely. I'm gonna do a practice below, make sure it's nice and clean. And then stamp just underneath, but above that dotted space. Nice, that turned out really good. Okay, now we put that ink away. And let's grab our next color of choice, which is gonna be that Poppy Parade. For this one, we are going to use it on our scarf, the light color. And make sure I'm grabbing the right ones. We are. I'm gonna use the nub side because the scarf's pretty little. And just go over that. You can go over it twice in some areas to create darker spots. And then we'll come over to this side with our presents and go ahead and do the medium-sized present, the same color. Around. There we go. And now we're gonna grab the dark color and we're gonna go over that with our scarves for our cute little birds. Again, the little nub side. Very lightly, don't even press hard at all. Alcohol markers do bleed a little bit, or they run, I should say. So you want to just be very light with it. Cute. It's coming together nicely. And then let's go ahead and add some color to our wreath while we're here. And this one is up to you, what colors you want to use. I have light Parakeet Party and Granny Apple Green. I believe I used Granny Apple Green Light for it the first time. So let me go ahead and go over that with this wreath here. I'm going to switch over to the nub side so I can get on the other side here. There we go. All right. Next, let's do the Flirty Flamingo. For our next present, there's a dark and a light. We're going to start with the light one. And we'll do light for the present. And this one, you can color the whole thing. We're going to go over that bow again, so it's going to be okay. Close that up. Go with the dark one now, nub side. We're going to use it for the bow over here on our wreath. And then we're going to use color in this bow here. And also our birds' hats. I need to go back. It looks like I forgot to color our present there. And I need to remember what greens we use. I think we did light and dark, but let's see. Yes, I do have it. So let's grab the Granny Apple Green. We're gonna do light color for this one first. Make sure that was a light one, yeah. And then grab the dark one and we'll go over that bow with the nub side. These colors are mostly coming from that designer series paper, so that was what I was trying to do, is to match it. And in fact, these were designed by my friend Linda Day. We're doing our card club together where she designs and I design every other month. Now we're gonna grab our Pool Party Light nub side and color in our cute little birds. It's up to you if you want to color all of it that one shade. What I did for mine was I went over the wings with the dark Pool Party, but he's totally cute with just that one shade of Pool Party as well. Nub side, go over the wing. Wing and wing. Cute, cute. Okay. I think this one's almost done. I feel like we're missing one thing on this one for coloring, but I think that's it. Awesome. That one turned out way cute. Okay, we're gonna set that one aside and we're gonna go ahead and color in our giraffe. We're gonna try to do some quick coloring here. Let's get him in and then I'll just show you how to assemble one of the cards and you'll get the idea of how to attach the DSP. Let's grab this guy out though, and we're gonna grab that Poppy Parade Dark. We'll start with his hat on the top. He also needs his greeting as well. We'll get that in here in just a minute. Go over all the ornaments. I'm coloring these ones all the way in. If you want to get detailed on these ones, you can, but I think I'd use Wooden Castella over on these afterwards, so I wasn't too worried about getting super detailed. The little bow though, be careful, it is tiny. Go over with it with the little nub. And the bow in there. The ones in this brown box, I went a little bit more detailed and colored in just bits and pieces of some of them. And so that's up to you. Okay, that should be all of that color. Let's grab our Parakeet Party. If you have Lemon Lime Twist, you can use that one instead. I did not have Lemon Lime Twist at the time. And oh, nope, and I didn't get it. I just got, oh, I do have it now. So I recently got some more, but I'm gonna keep it with, nope, I got them, I'm gonna use them. The Parakeet Party, nope. Yeah, the Lemon Lime Twist, so you see the differences. Oh, I remember what I forgot with these cute little guys here. If you wanna color in the beaks, you can grab your Daffodil Delight, little nub, and go over that right there. Okay. While we have that out, let's go ahead and do our star. You can go with a brighter star if you want. I'm just using the light. We'll do some of the ornaments he's holding. The ones in the basket. There we go. And I think I did one of that guy too. All right. Now we have our Lemon Lime Twist. I'm gonna go over this tree. And you'll see it's just a little bit darker than that Parakeet Party, which was my original tree. I'm using the brush tip to make it go faster. I feel like I'm using the dark. Oh no, that's the light. So I will go over with the dark, with the little tip side, and just go over some of these lines here that have been stamped. And that will create a little bit more depth to this guy. While we have it out though, go ahead and color the base of this tree. And the holly, and a little bit of those ornaments as well. Okay, I think that's all for that color. Let's grab our brown, shades of brown. We'll work on our giraffe and our basket and our base of our tree, our trunk of our tree. So for this one, let's see, I'm pretty sure I used the crumb cake. Yep, light crumb cake for our actual cute giraffe. I'm going to do nub side for it, just so that way I can go around all these little circles. We are doing darker on those circles, so you could get away with accidentally coloring some of those in because we're going to color it darker. So don't be too hard on yourself. But definitely use that little nub side as we just wiggle our way down his neck. Going around carefully around the ornament there. All the way down to his legs. He is a tall guy. Okay. Now we'll grab the pecan pie. I believe I have over here, light pecan pie. And let me see if that's the color I used. We'll do a quick, yeah, that looks good. And color in his cute little circles here. Also color in the trunk and color in that basket, which I still need to color in those holly berries, so don't let me forget to do that. Color in his little hooves he's holding the ornament with, and the rest of this wooden basket here. And carefully around that holly, nice. Okay, color in the rest of his circles, his spots. What do giraffes have? Patches, circles, spots? I'm not sure. So it's just like giraffe print. You can leave white space. I think that adds more actual detail sometimes than coloring things completely in. Okay, we just need that real little red for our dots here with the nub. There we go. Okay, grab the lemon lime twist and our saying, may your season be one that's festive and fun. It's the tall saying, so it goes perfect with this guy. We'll do a practice stamp, make sure we're good and clean. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. There we go. Come up here right beside him, and awesome. I usually like to stamp that first just in case I mess that up really badly and I don't want to color in the giraffe and start again. Or if you do make that part really blurry and you've colored it all in, you can stamp on a piece of scrap basic white, cut it out, and kind of make your own little label there, like a band-aid, or do it on a different piece of paper as well. Okay, set him aside. Let's get our last friend color in here, which is our cute little moose. And let's get him in so you can see him. All right, let's stamp his greeting real quick now that we've said that and we don't want to forget. A little something for you with lots of love for me. Perfect saying for him as he has, looks like he's giving like a treat, right? I'm using the blueberry bushel. That's the same as the card base, and that's the tip I like for this one, is for you to know. That's how we match the ink to the card, is they are the same color. Except for, I lied, sorry. This is the guy that only follows that rule. The other two, he will have a Poppy Parade card base, and this one has a pool party. So, didn't follow the rule as much, sorry. All right, grab our blueberry bushel light, and that's color in his cute sweater. Using the nub side so that we don't go too crazy. To make parts dark, you can go over him again. So I like to go a little bit darker around his collar. There we go. Okay, and let me find the two colors. The colors I'm using for this are 2 shades of SU colors, so SU 600 and SU 500. Let me see which one's which by doing a practice. I think that's my lighter of the 2. Yeah. So this one will be for my antlers. I'll go over them with the nub side. You want the antlers to be a little bit darker than his body, his fur, or you can do vice versa. It's totally up to you. Get his little hoofs in that color. They're holding the tray, and the ones that are down there, and I think I even did his cute little tail in that color. Then grab your other shade and let's color this guy. Let's do his ears first, keeping some of those white spots. There you go. And then it's up to you if you want to go nub side or color side for this. Down there. I usually like to do an outline first around the stamped part and then finish in the coloring in. Just going back over it with some blending. Cute. So I'm going to go back to his face. I'm going to create a little bit of a cheek line here. So I'm going to go over it, make a circle. It's looking cute. Grab your Flirty Flamingo again. And we're going to color this cake. This cake could be literally any color. I'm doing light on top and the darker on the bottom. Make sure when you close your stamping blends that you hear that clicking noise. That means you have closed it completely. I'm doing the pink plate as well. Grab your shaded spruce or the other greens you already have. This was the only one that uses a shaded spruce. I do like how dark it is though for the holly here. Oh, you know what? Actually, that one's dried out, so we need to use this one here. There we go. Cute. Grab your Poppy Parade. Make a little dot for that holly berry. And this guy looks like he is colored in. Okay, let me show you how to do one of the card bases here. We'll do our cute little guy who's still in view. And my DSP might be different than yours, but you can swap it any way that you want. My tip to you is to measure the halfway points on here, because sometimes lining up and having things framed nicely is kind of tricky to do. So you would take your pencil, which I had, there we go, somewhere, and my grid sheet, I have a different side on there, and I don't want to flip it. Let me see if I have my, we will grab my paper trimmer in to measure. So half of 4 1/4 is 2 1/8. So I'm gonna move this to the 2 1/8 mark and just do a little pencil line there. Then I'm gonna turn it. Half of 5 1/2 is 3 1/4. So I'm gonna go my 3 1/4. Oh, that looks weird. Hold on, not 3 1/4. 2 3/4. Oh, good thing we were paying attention. And we'll mark a little bit right there. Okay. The idea behind that is that way we know our crease or the center of the paper will be on both for that one. I'll show you. DSP is your friend for DSP. Liquid glue is your friend for designing a series paper, so we have some wiggle room. But place it down first so you can get an idea. So I'm looking right here. Here's my little marking there. Here's my marking here. I want that to be the bottom for that one and that one to be there. And that gives you a really nice line. Then I have, doesn't matter which way it goes, these guys would follow in that place. But again, start with one piece and then use that as your rest of your lineup. So I'm going to do some liquid glue. And then we'll flip it over. And I want to push that one up to make sure that this bottom is hitting where it needs to be. Okay, that looks pretty good. Liquid glue on the back of the others. It's the moment of truth if they do line up nicely. And again, if it's not perfect, that's okay. People usually aren't like, oh my goodness, And in fact, since we have that cute little mousse that's going to be covering it, most people won't see. And if I feel like you didn't go so well on the border here, see, I feel like I don't have enough there. I'm going to lift it up, and I'm just going to overlap it a little bit to create that more even border on that bottom side. And that is totally okay. We'll do the same thing to the other one. And I feel like this one is not matching up nicely on that side, so I'm going to overlap him a little bit. And all as well. You'd grab your pencil to erase those marks, which I must have tossed or it rolled. Oh, there we go. It's always moving on me, huh? Erase those. And then grab our cute little guy, our mousse friend. Put some dimensionals on the back of him, which I had somewhere. And I've been stamping all day, so my table is a mess. We might just use these ones. These are the, well, oh, no, I don't want to use those. I have black ones right here, but I don't want black with white. So we will find. There they are. Of course. That is the one thing I lose the most, are dimensionals, the sheet of them, because I have a white table, a white grid sheet, white on white. It just, I can't win with them. All right, take off the backings. For this card, you would want to add a basic white for the inside so that you have somewhere to write on it. I did not add that with the kit, so you may choose what color you want in there. Try to center this cute little guy. If you really want, you can measure him and see where he would line up, but I'm not too particular. And then grab your embellishment. So these are the amazing iridescent adhesive back disc, and they come in lots of different colors. You have enough for 3 on each, and you can mix and match your colors. So for this guy, I left him with just that blue, but this time I'm gonna change up his colors. We're gonna have multiple colors. So like that pink, we'll do a little white for this one, and then I'm gonna go up with the green to end them. Kind of like that. Grab the bone folder, which is, oh, found it. I was gonna say, that was also gonna be last as well. And there we go, our cute little guy. Let me get all of our friends back in here so you can kind of see how to color them a little close up. Here's our giraffe, his cute colors. Again, you don't have to make them exactly like me. This is just my tips to you of how to do it. Attach those to your card bases after you put the DSP on. And there you go. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. You know I'm here to help you. And I would love to see your creations. So on our Facebook group, please post the ones that you've made afterwards. I would love to see how yours are the same or different, and the choices of designer series paper that you pick for each card. Have a great day and happy stamping, everyone.